In this video, I'm going to be sharing my top 10 fragrances for fall for 2025. So these are the fragrances I'm going to be wearing this for, and I can't wait to share them with you guys. So if you want to find out what these fragrances are, please don't go anywhere. So welcome back to my channel, guys. Please, if you're new to my channel and you like fragrances and you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to click that bell icon so you can get notified whenever I drop a new video. Now I have a good mix here. I have some niche fragrances, I have some inexpensive fragrances, I have some mid-range fragrances, but I have a good mix here, and I believe all these fragrances are niche fragrances. So starting things right away, we go to the House of French Avenue, and this one is a popular one called Liquid Brown. Yes, Liquid Brown is a really popular fragrance that has been getting a lot of hype lately, at least for the last 1 year. And this is a beautiful vanilla fragrance. And this one, I have a full review on the channel. And what we have here is mostly vanilla. If you like a sweet vanilla fragrance with resins, with some spices, and praline, then you will like this fragrance. I mean, this is one of the easiest vanilla fragrances to like, and this one is unisex. It's a great fragrance to wear in the fall season. And guys, this one was inspired by a Parfums de Marly fragrance called Auteur. And I'm sure a lot of you know the story behind this fragrance. And yes, this one smells really, really close to Auteur by Parfums de Marly. So if you don't want to spend the extra bucks on Parfums de Marly's Auteur, this is a great alternative, guys. And it's one I'm looking forward to wear this fall. And that, guys, is Liquid Brown by French Avenue. And we're moving to the next one. So the next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is a great cheapie, and this one is from the house of Atralia, and this is Tonka Gold. Yes, this is Tonka Gold by Atralia, and this is one fragrance I've also been enjoying in the last 1 year. This fragrance was sent to me last year, and this is basically Angel Share by Kilian. If you like that DNA, if you like that kind of fragrance, then this is a no-brainer. It's a really close one-to-one, in my opinion. I mean, this is pretty much Angel Share. The only difference I would say here is I find Angel Share to be a little more boozy than Tonka Gold here, but it's pretty much the same, guys. The longevity is pretty much the same. Maybe even this one lasts longer, or even this one projects more compared to Angel Share in my own experience, guys. It's also a unisex fragrance. I mean, this DNA almost needs no introduction. If you know what Angel Share smells like, then you already know what this one is all about. This is also a great fragrance that I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. So if you like a vanilla fragrance, if you like apple pie, boozy kind of vanilla fragrance, then definitely try this one. And in this fragrance, I find that there's a little bit of a floral kick in here, and there's also a little bit of a resinous quality with this one. But in general, is one I'm looking forward to wearing, and it's a great fragrance for the price point that you pay. So guys, that's Tonka Gold by Atralia. That's another fragrance I'm looking forward to wearing this fall 2025. Another fragrance I'm going to be sharing is from the house of Lattafa, and this one actually took me by surprise, guys. This is Lattafa's Sir Malika. I'm not sure if that's how to say the name, but I believe it's Sir Malika. This one was gifted to me, but what we have here is a sweet, almost, I mean, this is a gourmand fragrance for sure, but this one has a sweetness, almost ambery, plus something in here smells almost chocolatey to me. And with this one, there's cardamom and there's black pepper listed as part of the notes with this one. Yes, when I got this fragrance, I wasn't sure what to expect. I mean, this one was gifted to me, like I said. And interestingly, this one just kind of reminded me of a few other fragrances that I really enjoy. And one of them that this one reminds me of is Risala. Risala is one other Arabian fragrance that I enjoy. And this one just kind of reminds me of that scent profile. And yes, this is a great fragrance for the fall, and one I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. I believe the price point on this one is not a lot. I don't think this is an expensive fragrance. And also, guys, this one has some sweetness. So if you like those sweet fragrances that are great for the cold weather, this is definitely one to check out, or this is definitely one to buy. Amazing fragrance, and the performance on this one is really decent, guys, for the price point that you pay. Yeah, Sir Malika is unisex, even though I find this one to lean slightly to the feminine side, but a guy can wear this one easy. Another fragrance I'm looking forward to wearing this fall, guys, that's Lattafa's Sir Malika, and we move on to the next one. Coming at number 7, guys, we go to the house of Giardini di Toscana, and this one is Rosso Rubino. Yes, this one was gifted to me by the brand, and out of all three fragrances that I got from the brand, this one was one of my favorite ones. And this one, I never really heard many things about this one before I got this bottle. And what we have here is a woody fragrance, a musky fragrance, and for some reason, I've said this before, but this fragrance just reminds me of the color red. Each time I put this fragrance to my nose, I just think of the color red. Yeah, this one has some mossy qualities, some earthy qualities as well. And in here, there's some sweetness from the cacao notes that's in here. There's some citruses and just a lot of things going on in here. Unfortunately, this one doesn't get a lot of attention like some of the other ones from the brand. I wonder why. But yeah, it's one that I really like to wear and one that I've worn a few times and I'm looking forward to wear this fall. I find this fragrance to be a perfect fragrance to wear in the fall season because this one would do extremely well in the cold. And I believe I wore this fragrance last year when I got this one and I got a lot of positive reactions from people. So yeah, it's one I'm looking forward to wearing this fall, and it's one that really lasts long, especially in the cold weather. This one is just really beautiful in the air. So, but once again, guys, you have to really enjoy musky fragrances. You have to enjoy woody fragrances that kind of go in that almost oak mossy, um, earthy direction for you to enjoy this one. Quite a unique twist in here and one that I find to be really good. So guys, that's Rosso Rubino from the house Giardini di Toscana. One fragrance I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. And we'll move on to the next one. So coming at number 6, we go to the house of Ormond Jane, and this one is Cashmere. I believe that's how to say the name, Cashmere by Ormond Jane. And yes, this one is a woody, ambery, spicy fragrance. And I believe there's a floral kick in here that in the beginning I never really enjoyed. Or I should say I didn't really understand what was going on. But yeah, I spent a lot of time with this fragrance over the last 1 year, and but I can say for sure that I'm beginning to enjoy this one, and I'm looking forward to wearing this one this fall. Like I said, this is an ambery fragrance. This is woody. Um, Going like this, guys, you can just pick up that sweetness, that floral, almost like if my best guess would be almost a carnation kind of vibe that I'm picking up in here. And I'm not sure if there's carnation listed as part of the note, but something in here just gives off that quality to me. And yeah, it's one I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. And cashmere here can be a unisex fragrance. This is perfectly unisex in my opinion. And the performance on this one, from the few times that I've worn this one, seemed to be pretty decent. I didn't get any compliments so far wearing this fragrance, but it's one that I'm starting to enjoy and I'm wearing mostly for myself. So yes, guys, that's Ormond Jane's Cashmere, another fragrance that I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. So coming at number 5, guys, we go to the house of the maker, and this one is called Fire. This fragrance was sent to me last year, I believe, by this brand. And before they sent this fragrance to me, I'd never heard anything about this brand. I just didn't know about them until they reached out, and this was the fragrance they sent to me, and this one to me is a great fragrance. I'm talking about woods, I'm talking about tobacco, I'm talking about vanilla, I'm talking about some smoky qualities in here. Just one fragrance that took me by surprise. This one is all about rum, saffron, tobacco, I believe. There's some sandalwood in here, some tonka beans listed as well. I mean, my best description of this fragrance, or I should say, this fragrance reminds me a little bit of Montal's Honey Oud. So if you like Montal's Honey Oud, think of this one with more of a boozy quality and more of that leather in here. There's no leather note listed in here, but I guess the saffron in this fragrance just gives off that leathery quality. It's a great fragrance in my opinion, and one I really enjoy wearing, and one I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. And fire here can also be worn in the winter time, and I find this fragrance to be more masculine leaning, even though it could also be worn by a lady. The boozy note in this fragrance, the tobacco in this fragrance, and I believe the woods in here gives off that masculine quality. But yeah, this is a great fragrance, and this is one that will work extremely well in the cold weather. And the performance on this one is above average. I mean, this is not a beast mode fragrance and it's an EDP, but yeah, it's definitely not a weak fragrance as well. Such a great fragrance in my opinion, one that took me by surprise, and one I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. Guys, that's Fire by the Maker. and we move on to the next one. So coming at number 4, we go to the house of Atalia Matari, and this one is Rose Ardour. So my first encounter with this fragrance was last year when the brand sent me another fragrance plus a bunch of samples, and the sample of this one was sent to me, and interestingly that one caught my eye and I used up my sample, and eventually this year, I believe a couple months ago, I bought a full bottle of this fragrance. It's one of the sexiest rose fragrances that I've put my nose on so far in my journey. And yes, this is not your typical rose fragrance. This is a spicy rose fragrance. I believe there's some leathery qualities in here. I believe there's some spices listed in here as well. I mean, this one is really heavy with the spices. And in the opening of this fragrance, it just goes in that very oriental spicy direction, which I think might turn some people away from this fragrance. But as things settle down, this one becomes a beautiful sexy rose, in my opinion, and one that works really well in the cold weather. I mean, like I said, I used up my sample last year, really enjoyed that one. Didn't get any compliments, but this is one of those fragrances that you kind of wear for yourself, and people that get it or appreciate this type of scent would maybe give you a compliment, or you might even get positive reactions from people like that. But yeah, Rose Adore here is one I really recommend to you if you like spicy rose fragrances, if you like an oriental take on the rose fragrance. And of course, Rose Adore here is a woody fragrance. This one is also musky, and in this fragrance I find there's quite a bit of a herbal quality as well. So yeah, some greenness in this fragrance, some woodiness in this fragrance. There's lots of spicy qualities in here, and this is one I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. So guys, that's Rose Ardour by Atelier Matari. We move on to the next one. So coming at number 3, we go to the house of the Spirit of Dubai, and this one is Rimmel. Yes, Rimmel is one of those fragrances that kind of plays to roles. This one has some gourmand touches, also has a bit of a leathery quality, and then you have that oriental backbone in this fragrance. So yes, there's some fruity, some sweet notes in here. I'm not sure what notes they are, but yeah, this one has some sweetness. This one has that oriental side to it. It definitely has a woody side as well. And some of the notes with this one, there's some cinnamon listed in here, so you can kind of expect some spicy qualities in here. I believe there's leather listed here as well. But yeah, Rimmel is one of those fragrances I find to be perfect for the fall season. And this one I find to be unisex, but this one also leans slightly to the feminine side, in my humble opinion, guys. And yes, Rimmel is one I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. This one works perfectly in the cold weather in the fall season. And this one I don't think could be a winter fragrance, and this could also not be a summer fragrance in my opinion. I find this one to be maybe a little too much for the summertime and maybe not as strong to perform in the winter season. So guys, that's Rimmel by the Spirit of Dubai, and we move on to number 2. So coming at number 2, guys, we go to the house of Frederic Malle, and this is a popular fragrance. It's none other than Musk Ravageur. Yes, Musk Ravageur is one I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. I mean, I got this fragrance recently, I think a couple months ago, and I've been looking forward to wearing this one. I mean, this is my second bottle, so I know the scent profile. It's one I like to wear in the fall. This one is a sexy patchouli fragrance with some vanilla in here. And Musk Ravageur here is a spicy vanilla fragrance. And of course, there's a lot of things going on in here. There's some lavender listed in here as well. There's some spices in here. There's some woods in here like Gaiac wood, I believe. There's some tonka bean listed here as well. But the main player to my nose personally is the patchouli in here. I find the patchouli in this fragrance to be really sexy, especially in the cold weather. And yes, there's been a lot of things about Musk Ravageur not being as intense as it used to be. Yes, my previous bottle that I used a few years ago was really potent, and this one I find to not be as intense. But yeah, I still really enjoy the scent profile, and I find it to be one that really works in the cold weather. And that's why it's on my list for my fragrances for this fall. Musk Ravageur here is perfectly unisex, and the performance on this one is above average, or I would say about average. It's not a beast mode fragrance. It's not as intense as it used to be. And it's also not a weak fragrance as well, guys. So guys, let me know what you think about Musk Ravageur here. Have you tried some of the older ones? And do you have a newer batch? And what do you think about some of the newer ones that have been released? Guys, that's Musk Ravageur by Frederic Malle. And I'm going to be putting this one on a lot this fall. So coming at number 1, guys, we go to the house of Xerjoff. And this one is one that I never really liked in the beginning, but I'm starting to kind of warm up to this fragrance, and I'm starting to appreciate this one over time. And it's none other than Xerjoff Iomi Deified. And yes, this is a flanker to the OG Xerjoff Iomi Monkey Special. And at the time when I got this fragrance, I was a little disappointed. I do have a video on the channel that I kind of did a comparison between this one and the original, and you can check that one out to see my thoughts on this fragrance. But yeah, I wasn't really impressed, or maybe I had high hopes for this one. But yeah, over time, I'm starting to enjoy this one, and I think this would be a great fragrance to wear in the fall season. I can't wait to wear this fragrance this fall and enjoy this one even more. And what we have here is mostly leather in here. I find the leather to be more amped up in this fragrance compared to the original. I find this one to also be full of patchouli. There's a lot of patchouli in here. And this one is spicy with saffron and cinnamon. And also there's green apples listed as part of the notes with this one. There's definitely more going on in here. There's a leather accord listed here, and there's rose in here. And in here, there's no boozy note listed like the original that had a boozy note in there. But Iomi Deified here is more about leather to me. It's more about rose and patchouli. I mean, that's pretty much what I get. It's a little bit of a musky quality in here as well. But yeah, this is one that I'm going to be wearing this fall season. And I find this fragrance to be unisex, and the performance on this one is also above average. The original Iomi didn't really work for me in terms of performance. I'm not sure why, because I've heard a lot of people say they get beast mode performance from theirs, but I don't get beast mode performance from mine. I'm not sure why, but this one is above average in terms of the performance, and it's one I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. So guys, that's Xerjoff Iomi Deified. So there you have it, guys. Those were 10 fragrances I'm looking forward to wearing this fall 2025. Let me know what you think about my list. And when I put this list together, I try to give it a good mix of different fragrances. So some expensive ones are on this list, and there's some that are really affordable. If you're looking to shop fragrances here in Canada, I have a link in the description below where you can shop some of these fragrances. You can shop designer and niche fragrances, even tester bottles and clones. And guys, you're welcome to use my promo code PFC5 to get 5% off. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Until then, please stay safe and bye-bye.